3rd and long. You know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. That's caught. It's Johnson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The screen, he can go.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the 49ers are on the move. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Niners. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back in the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's take a second to talk about the Ragin Cajuns. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ragin Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. It's Winfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 35, he's got room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll toss it to the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ragin Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baptiste. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Winfield. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the Ragin Cajuns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Ragin Cajuns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Wants to throw. It's Winfield. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cajuns. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. Touchdown 49ers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Winfield. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All alone as he catches it. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route. Past the first down marker and still running. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Ragin Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Winfield. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Ragin Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And they're not on the same page there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds a tight end down the gut. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
They'll give it to the back. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Winfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ragin Cajuns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Return's going to get it up. Midfield, he'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ragin Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Ragin Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Sampson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Break, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk, but this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you, everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ragin Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Winfield. Working that wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Grab near the sticks, it's Sampson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Let's go. And the Ragin Cajuns are marching down the field. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Ragin Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got it in the middle, it's Carr. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns! And here they come, almost all the way back. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lost a throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Well, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds.
Loses 3. Brings up third down.
That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Touchdown, Cajuns! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The 49ers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Finds his man, it's Austin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the 49ers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
The 49ers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Niners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Coffee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Moncrief. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Ragin Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Working that left side now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
shakes off the defender.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And the 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Charlotte! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get it. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice gain. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Just over a minute to play, they're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this to extend the lead late. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.